Hello, everyone. My name is Julia Wallen, and I am a co-founder and COO of Every Shelter. We are a Houston-based 501c3 that works in the humanitarian response sector. So we're in the midst of a global crisis. There are nearly 80 million people displaced globally from war, persecution, and natural disaster. This is a growing and escalating crisis. One person is displaced out of their house every 2 seconds. And 30 million of these 80 million displaced are going to end up living in shelters or shelter-like settings. And they're going to stay there for 17 years on average. These are not short-term stays, but the current provisions that we provide them are temporary. So we like to say, imagine being forced to camp with your family for 2 decades. That's basically what we're looking at. And unfortunately, shelter itself has cascading impacts across a family as well as a community. And so negative and poor shelter creates negative impacts across that entire ecosystem. So not only does shelter influence health and sanitation, it will also influence a community's educational outcomes, nutritional outcomes, mental health, and resilience. And so what we do is we design and we deliver life-saving shelter products and solutions with and for refugees. And we do this through an iterative human-centered design approach. All of our products are created in conversation with the end user. So we truly understand their pain point, and we come back at every stage to ensure that what we're developing is really appropriate for them. Working with the other stakeholders in their ecosystem as well ensures that we're able to create something that is appropriate as well as durable and sustainable. And we do this because we know that if you improve shelter conditions, you're going to improve the well-being, the health, and the resilience of a community. And in doing so through durable products, we're able to save relief agencies money, which allows them to go out and expand their reach to reach more people, as well as to provide a higher standard of shelter response. So our product portfolio includes Emergency Floor, which is a patented product. It's a modular insulated flooring system. And our flooring system, it provides a thermal break from the ground, which provides significant improvements in health outcomes. Our families report 50% reduction in diarrhea, improved resilience, improved household sanitation, 20% of savings in household fuel consumption that is then returned back to the family. And if we remember those spheres of influence I showed you of shelter, we see that our floors, an intervention of flooring can be the same as $300 worth of 2 years of nutrition and educational programming. So really, one shelter provision extends out into educational and nutritional outcomes. To date, we've served about 9,000 refugees with our floors, mostly in Lebanon and Bangladesh. And our second product is called Every Billboard a Shelter. We lovingly call them billboard tarps, and this is addressing the problem of failing tarps. There's only one standard tarp provided to refugees, and that tarp will fail in 3 to 6 months. It's kind of without question. And while refugees wait for aid agencies to replace the tarps, go through the entire donation and fund request again, they are spending years at a time exposed to the elements. We're constantly asked to create a better tarp. And after a trip to Lebanon and seeing some refugees using an unusual source of tarp, we think we have found the solution: billboards. So these families that we saw using a billboard said that they had been using it for 2 years with minimal problems. So we researched into it and realized that repurposing billboards out of the landfill and into more durable shelters actually provided a very cost-effective as well as extreme weather durable tarping solution. And not only do these tarps improve protection and privacy and support positive health outcomes, but they provide significant reductions in landfill waste, not only preventing all of those original tarps and all of those subsequent iterations of deployment of tarps, but it prevents these billboards from ending up in the landfill themselves. This in turn saves relief agencies money, and we're looking at about a 10-to-1 ROI between our tarps and the current tarps in terms of cost and durability. In the past few weeks, we've actually seen our tarps get deployed out to disaster victims for Hurricane Laura. And this has proven to be a really intriguing revenue source for us that we are actively seeking to develop and understand more. Our current business model uses private sector engagement to support our work and our deployment, and we only deploy through relief agencies working in the field. By using private sector and foundational grants, we are not competing with those relief agencies on their bottom line, and instead we're able to complement the work that they're already doing. So we're looking to expand our impact across the Mediterranean region in the next 5 years, looking to reach 1 million refugees, one camp at a time with both our tarps and our floors. And we imagine that we're going to reach 1.3 million lives, which equates to about $130 million worth of savings and $3 million of savings back to the households. So we're looking for $600,000 to support our disaster TARP response, the market development, as well as supply chain optimization, warehousing, and the personnel required to get that supply chain underway. Our senior management team reflects about 2 decades worth of humanitarian and emergency relief work, as well as a decade of architectural and engineer design. And everything we've done is with support of some great partners in the field who we really see as the true heroes. Thank you very much, and please contact us for any questions.